Welcome back to the long-awaited revival of your second cousin's favorite podcast, the Shocker Squad. Join us as the squad, very awkwardly, discusses dreams and aspirations. Grab a drink, maybe a snack, sit back and relax, and enjoy the ride.
What is up, all you beautiful people? Welcome back to the Shocker Squad. I know, right? We're back. It's crazy. Yeah, Larry's face says it all. It usually does. We've been gone for a hot minute. I blame Larry, as we always do. Larry is our lightning rod. Basically, we'll put the lightning effect right there too, like I usually do. As always, we usually play a little bit catch up. We have a lot to catch up on. It's been 8 months?
Too damn long.
Has it been 8 months?
I think, what was it? June was our last episode that we posted.
Oh shit.
Yeah. So.
Yeah, Larry.
As always, we play catch up. There's quite a bit to catch up on. I'm going to make Larry go first, just because I know he doesn't want to. Larry, tell us what's been going on.
Got a new job, which is pretty awesome. Don't really like it, but I'm dealing with it. I got some new friends that are pretty much just like y'all. You met them at my birthday party, so you know we're pretty much just like y'all. So it's y'all's what they call Josh and Ralphie 2.0s.
Nothing beats the original though.
No, not
Speaking of birthday parties, Larry is now 30. He can now officially say he's old, since he's been saying he's old and been in his 20s.
And I feel it too. I called him up the other day. Because my freaking hands, like these two fingers right here, just kept twisting on each other and just like cramping up really bad. I'm like, fuck, I'm getting old. And it would like lock. Like even my wife couldn't even like pull them apart. And if it did, it like lasted for 2 seconds and then it would cross right back over again. I was like, yeah, I'm already feeling the oldness.
He was just
trying
to throw up West Side. Couldn't do it. Couldn't do it anymore. His hands got stuck. His arthritis.
He had to use a strong hand.
strong hand.
You had the strong hand look.
It's pretty much what it looked like. How bad it was cramping.
Turned 30 and the warranty expired immediately.
Yeah.
Rafi, we already know how you've been, but let's see if there's any kind of update.
Everything's still pretty much the same right now. I'm still working the same job. Still at the same place. Lease is up in May, so I might be looking for a new, cheaper place.
Good luck with that.
Come over here.
Do not go with the same company we go with. I can't say their name because I'm under contract, but as soon as I'm out of that contract,
I'm not. Fuck that. Fuck that place.
Yeah.
Does that wash and dryer connections? Yes. No. All right then.
Oh, there's Larry's. No, Larry's doesn't.
Nope. Okay. Well, what's going on with you, Josh? Because Larry won't ever call on you ever. Not a single episode.
He's got a new hat. That's something new.
I wore this hat in the last episode.
So much you pay attention. God.
It's like six.
Fire, Larry.
Now you're.
You know what, guys? And call.
Wouldn't be the first time you rage quit out of a call.
Yeah.
I don't even know why I joined this show.
How do I play this game?
It's not even Destiny.
I know.
Right.
Nah, but still at the same place. We did not get evicted yet. Knock on wood. Because my paychecks fall weird and I've never been on time with rent except for the one time I was on time when I got my income tax last year. I switched jobs from the landfill because I kept getting sick, kept getting upper respiratory infections, and they kept talking shit about it instead of, like being understanding. Because I am diabetic, I can't help shit. My immune system's compromised. But now I sit on my ass all day and babysit furniture. So, I mean, and for 50 cents more. So, nothing crazy new happening. Kids are still wild. Wife is still angry.
I was waiting for the flying
Me too,
shoe.
yeah. That's why I kept looking back, because she's, as always, sitting in on the call. She can't hear what y'all are saying, but she sure as hell can hear what I'm saying. If nothing else is new, we're just going to jump right into it. We want to talk about some dreams. These can be aspirations. These can be weird dreams you've had, nightmares, Rafi specifically.
My life.
Help, I've fallen, I can't get up.
No, you were awake for that, friend.
No, you hear somebody laughing in the background, that's me. I'm laughing my ass off. He bounced like a bitch.
That was you standing over your own body whenever that night that I had to come get your ass.
Mm-hmm.
You bounced off the counter. All right, I want to ask this. What's the weirdest dream that you can remember that you've ever had? You can answer this too.
Ralphie's going first. That's why he's got his.
I'm thinking, like, I'm trying to figure out like weird dreams.
Talk us through it.
I can't think of any weird dreams right this second.
You just close your incognito tab and you close your eyes, and what happened?
Rafi's single. He doesn't need incognito. He doesn't have any going through his search history.
I can't think of weird dreams.
Well, let's let Larry talk about it while you think about that. Larry?
I don't even know what weird dreams I've got a couple weird dreams, but I can't really think of them off the top of my head. Yeah, that's a good question. I mean, I had like a reoccurring dream where there was like a black hole that took over Earth, which is really weird. I'm like at my mom's house and I just see like this spaceship that's like in the sky, and then you can see like these other fighter jets around it, and that's pretty much it.
Kind of like Independence Day.
I've never had an actual like completed dream. Like I've had like fragments of dreams, I guess you could say.
Have you ever lucid dream? Where you're dreaming?
Lucid dream?
Like where you're in full control of the dream, basically.
Yes, yeah. And it's always me at work. I fucking sleep and I'm at work. And I'm thinking that I'm at work, so I'm interacting with everybody, and then my alarm clock goes off, and I'm like, fuck.
Oh, is it even paid for that? I
Right?
worked all day, didn't even get paid. So I have one of a lucid dream, and it's weird at the same time. So I just remember being in this, like how hospital hallways are. There's just rooms on either side of you. But it was more like a mental lockup, where they have the windows on the doors where they peek into patients. You know what I'm talking about? No, nobody knows what I'm talking about.
I'm like,
sorry, my mic was muted. I was like, what do you mean, like the ICU ones?
No, like in a mental hospital.
Like, okay, well, I was about to say, because I was thinking about it, like the prison, because I work at the psychiatric unit. That's what was in my
like they have the big metal doors and just a single window you can peek in, whatever. Well, I remember I'm just walking down this hallway and I look and see my own reflection, and it's just like you need to wake up now or you won't be able to leave. And I woke up and I was like, what the fuck was that? Scared the shit out of me. It's never happened since, but it was still pretty weird.
That is weird.
Larry's looking up, what's a weird dream I can put on a podcast?
No, I'm
I
trying to
think like
cherish.
I think like the like dreams I more remember is where I'm actually falling. But whenever right before I hit the ground, I jerk myself awake. Like, oh fuck, damn it, again. Why?
Have y'all ever had sleep paralysis?
A few times.
Not in the sense that you would think. Because I have a reoccurring dream when I was a kid of a shadow man standing in my doorway and me being unable to do anything. And I could tell I was dreaming, but I wasn't. I was in my room, but it was different most of the time. So I'd be sitting there. Like the last one I remember is when we first moved to, I just gave away our location, but when we first moved here, I can edit that out. What?
Bucket.
You're right. When we first moved here, I had my own room. It was on the second floor, and my brother was still staying with my mom because he was still freaked out, and all my stuff was scattered on the floor, so there was like no escape. And he's just standing in the doorway laughing, and I'm just like screaming, "Leave! Get away from me!" This and that, and it's never happened again. Well, I was at work today, and I was looking up like, I wonder if anybody else has had an experience like that, and I looked up, like shadow figure dreams, and it's like one of the most common reoccurring dreams in people is the shadow man. And I was like, okay, well, at least I know I'm not by myself on that. I know I'm crazy, but not like that crazy.
So you never had it again?
Not since then, no. Not since I kind of like stood up to it, you know what I mean? Banished it.
Yeah.
But when I was a kid, I used to have it all the time, like no matter where we lived.
The few times I have some, dreams like that, it's like I can open my eyes and look around, but I can't fucking move. I can hear, I can hear myself breathing, but I can't breathe faster. I can't slow my breathing. I can't breathe faster. I can't do a fucking thing. I'm just looking, or I can just look, left, right, but that's it. I can hear, but I can't even wiggle my fingers, my toes, nothing. And 30 minutes can go by, or what it feels like, 30 minutes, and I'm just there, bored, figuring out what the fuck. That's happened to me a few times.
But
shadow figures, nah, I haven't seen that yet. Yet.
Keyword.
Yeah.
What about you, Larry?
I haven't had any shadow figures, but I went to a deep depression at one point when my grandfather died when I was younger. That was back in like 2006. I could see a little boy, and then there was always a man that had like a suit and a top hat with a briefcase. Like, I don't know if it was like imaginative or it was just like I was so in that depressive state that I was just seeing shit. But yeah, that's like the only thing I've came to like a shadowy dream, I guess you could say.
So no sleep paralysis demons.
I've had a couple nights where I've like gotten up like in a panic, but couldn't move. But I couldn't remember the dream that I was having during then. It happened to me while I was in the hospital. When I was in the ICU, was it last year, the year before? I was sleeping and stuff like that. And then what scared me is I had 4 nurses run into my room trying to check up on me to see if I'm okay. Cause I guess my heart sent them something over there, an alert or whatever. And I just woke up and I told them, no, I was just having a bad dream. And so apparently that picked up on the monitors and
you were in a panic state.
But I remember, I think I was dreaming that I was gonna lose my kids, not in a sense of like divorce or anything. Like I was losing myself because I was gonna lose my kids. that I wasn't going to be there no more. Because I've had a couple of dreams like that to where, it feels like, I guess they're kind of like revelations for me. Like, hey, you need to start taking better care of yourself. You need to start taking your meds. You need to start checking your blood sugars and stuff because you're not going to be around for your kids if you don't do that. Yeah, you might do it. You might be there, their first 18 years, but afterwards is what's going to be a little bit more difficult. You know what I mean? Because I mistreated my body for so long. And that's what I've been trying to do too. Like, drinking more water. Like, you see my big ass jug that I have back there. And then also, I just started today actually making sure to check my blood sugar. Like, before we even started recording, my phone kept going off all the time because it's time to check my blood sugar and trying to take my meds that I was actually supposed to take. But yeah, I have a lot of dreams to where I feel like it's telling me like, hey, you need to take care of yourself, because I'll be there in the dream and be just laying down, and it's just feel like you kind of drift in that deep sleep, and then you feel like you're dying, and that's what I feel like. Like, I'm just dying, and like I could die at any moment. I need to start being a better dad, a better husband, because if not, you're not gonna be able to do it. And it's weird. You just feel like you're falling asleep and stuff, and like I wake myself up too because I feel like going into that deep sleep, and then like I will like jolt myself up because I feel like I'm like dying, which is kind of weird to say, but yeah, it feels like that.
I know what you're talking about. When my son was born, it was probably like later when he first started walking. I had a weird dream that you know how in Terminator everything's rubble and everything's chaos and it's post-apocalyptic and shit like that. I had a dream of him standing in the rubble just crying, and I couldn't get to him. And I woke up in a panic, and I had to go check on him, make sure he was okay. And so I mean, I get what you're saying, like, you know what I mean? You have nightmares about your kids being alone. Not that they're in danger, but you're not there to protect them. So they're basically
Ever had a weird dream? Oh, sorry. Didn't mean to interrupt.
liar.
Have you ever had a
Yes, you
dream
did.
that ended up being confirmed by your own son? Or like your kids? So I had a dream that I had lost the boys in a fire. That a fire happened at the apartment. And I was walking to the park the other day with my mom, and my mom was telling me that Larry was telling her a story, because Larry's at the point to where he's now speaking in complete sentences, and he's actually telling stories whether they're real or not. And he told Gigi, big fire at Red House. There was a big fire at Red House. And I'm like, oh, what the heck? Did we have the same dream? You know what I mean? Like, it's weird.
Caden's having nightmares too. I don't know what's going on. Can't figure out why. And I mean, it's that point where I'm like, I hope I'm not causing him. You know what I mean? Because he's at the age where he's testing everything. He's testing what he can do, what he's, you know, what his limits are, what's gonna piss me off the most to make me, where he can get in trouble. You know what I mean?
That's Daniel right there. Daniel will push your buttons.
Daniel's never gonna outgrow
to try
that.
to see how far he can go.
He's never gonna outgrow that. I know that boy.
Oh no, not at all. Not at all.
My daughter's the same way. So, but Caden's been a little more. He's a little more timid, more held back and stuff that he does. But now it's just like, what can I get away with? What am I gonna get in trouble for? And and I try not yelling at him, and it doesn't work. So I yell at him, and then I feel bad, and then it's like, okay, why is he having nightmares?
Because he just hears you in the dream. Caden, go outside.
I will. I'll throw him outside. It's better than beating him. That's my biggest threat, is I'll put him outside for like 10 seconds, and I know it scares him enough to where he listens, because he doesn't want to live outside.
Misty tried threatening the boys today. I'm gonna put y'all outside. She said that we go outside, we go outside. It's like we can't threaten them with that, babe. They want to go
Yeah.
outside.
Well, mine do too, but mine realize that it's cold outside, and they're usually not wearing clothes other than underwear and a pull up. Because they're
That's humiliation right
Yeah.
there.
But it's effective for the most part. Sometimes too effective.
Yeah.
Let's see.
What other dreams have you had, Ralphie? They don't have to be the sleeping ones. What dream are you working to right now? Like, what's your goal for this year? That's also a dream.
My goal for this year, for one, the main thing I've been trying to fucking do for a while now is financially stable.
That's everybody.
That shit is almost impossible.
Oh shit.
What sucks is that, you think you're close, then something happens, fucks it all up. Then you
So
gotta
put
wait.
money aside.
You gotta wait.
What money?
The money you put aside is what's gone.
What money can you put aside?
Something happens, I'm gonna have this, prepared. That way next month, I won't have to worry about paying shit late. I can have it be on track. Right before the end of the month, something fucking happens. So that's what I'm working on.
That's your dream. You don't have like dreams like you want to open your own store. I know.
Nope.
I know. Josh does. He wants to open his own comic book store. You don't have like big like aspirations like that, like what you're wanting to try.
Not a store. What I want cost way too much money that I don't have. It would be a wolf sanctuary.
Oh, that's cool.
A wolf sanctuary.
Hell
I'd
yeah.
sponsor that shit.
Acres, somewhere like where it's a little cool, like Colorado,
Montana.
Colorado.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. But a wolf sanctuary, and not one of those, it's TV shows and all that. No, none of that shit.
Just you alone in your own sanctuary, gathering donations, and that's it.
Yep.
I'd sponsor the shit.
As soon as you open, you will be publicized.
Publicized, yes, but like TV shows and shit, no. Because there's this one show that I didn't like to watch. It was called Wolves and Warriors when it was out for a little bit.
I remember you talking about
It's a
that.
good show. Mm-hmm. I was like, man, that would be nice. And I'm over thinking about it. Shit, I would love to run a place like that. Just because wolves are great. People suck.
Facts. There's like 5 people.
That would cost millions.
Oh, yeah, for sure. Not just startup, but upkeep, and you'd probably need some sort of staff. Just to.
Oh yeah, people that aren't afraid.
Yeah. But I mean, you can't just get by on hopes and prayers that these people are going to be helping you out of goodwill. You probably have to pay them.
Oh yeah, it's be like a whole company, but like I said, it's not a store. It's more like a sanctuary. Yeah. What about you, Larry?
Mine. So I have like 3 different ideas, but I don't ever think. Anyway,
say them.
One would be probably a Mando merc store. So you would have like a Mandalorian store where you could actually come in and like get 3D printed pieces of Mandalorian armor or whatever, so people could build their own kits. Another one would be a tattoo shop. I like the idea of owning a tattoo shop. And then another one would probably be an actual like computer store, like build your own computer, kind of like Build-A-Bear. Just like pick out your case, start picking out your all Intel, have a room to where you could build your own computers, where you had professionals that would help you out, or like if you wanted to do a water cooled PC or whatever,
custom loop,
just an actual store. Yeah, it's an actual custom store where we can get the latest graphics cards. and stuff. Unlike these like computer repair shops where they don't really have, merchandise for your
There's no
computer.
components or anything.
It's all internet based. It's all internet based, but it takes away from that community. You know what I mean? The PC builders, like everybody wants to learn how to build their PC. Everybody wants to get the best gaming PC. Why not have a company that'll have all those parts and stuff, and then actually people that will help you put your PC together. You know what I mean?
They have stores like that in California, from what I understand, but nothing out this way. But California's,
It just depends on the market.
yeah, California's Silicon Valley, so I mean, all their stuff is sourced there and stuff like that. But that means you have to go to California, and I'd rather not do that.
It's very flammable.
Shit. What?
But I think it's fun because like the idea of like a kid coming in, with their parent
Excited.
and they're like building their first PC.
Excited, yeah.
Like that's kids first are like the best. Like working at the pet shop that we were working at, helping out picking their animal and stuff like that, and seeing like their faces, and that's just like one thing. And even adults, some people waited till 35, 36 to get their PC and start streaming and stuff like that. They're just as excited as kids are. You know what I mean? Like it's a bunch of excitement. That's why I feel like I would love to own like a computer shop.
And it's a cool community to be part of. When I first started, looking into build my PC, there's a lot of helpful shit out there. There's a lot of people that are like trolls and shit like that. Like, oh, press Alt F4 to restart your computer. Like, or to activate cheats in a game, and you end up closing your whole thing. But there's a lot of people that are willing to help, and you're like, okay, well, what can I do to help this component? Oh, you need this, or this. How many times have we troubleshooted Larry's computer, and I found a Reddit, forum that's like, hey, this is how you do that, and it works. And the other half of that is, this is stupid, but it might work, and it ends up working. I was just talking about that with my wife. Is like, man, why do all my dumb ideas seem to work? Like, let's try this stupid thing, and just to see if it works, and that's ended up being the solution.
Yeah, most of the time.
I luck out.
It's because like it's even things like you don't even look up too. Like it's things like, what was the other fix that you did? It was like a screw or something, and it made the difference.
I don't remember.
It was recently.
Yeah, it was when your computer was messed up. I mean, Rafi's computer was running fine. He ended up knowing that he was missing a RAM stick for a year. Just chilling in his case.
Yep.
Running on 8 gigs. Or was it?
I was upgrading it to make it run faster. That's what was the funny shit.
I just remember him calling me like, friend, do you see this? And I'm like, is that a RAM stick? He's like, yeah, I've only been running on one RAM stick. I was like, no fucking way.
That's funny.
That shit was funny.
It always happens to you, friend.
No.
No jack in the car, no RAM in the computer.
We've had to go replace your tire twice. Well, the last time we found out there was a jack in
Yeah,
his
that's what
car.
I'm saying.
That's the time that was interesting night.
Yeah, we've told that story here. But Larry was talking about my comic book store, and it's kind of going back to that excitement. You know what I mean? I want to have a comic book store, but have a separate section where people can come work on their like cosplay stuff. We have cons here, where people can dress up and go and be, themselves, or be somebody entirely different that they don't want to be, but they don't always have room to do that at their own place. Not everybody's got I don't have a garage. I'm lucky I have this office. The only reason I do is because the window is broken. I don't want my son in here.
Yeah.
But not everybody has a space to work at. Not everybody has a dirty shed in the backyard. But not everybody has that, space to work in. But people go to Red Fairs and shit. They can make like fake suits of armor and stuff like that. And the scraps that they don't use, just throw in a bin and sell for like 50 cents. You know, no, you never know what somebody's going to need for that particular project. But also have the comic book store in front where people can come and hang out. You know, like a gamer haven too, where we have game tournaments. There's always somebody who wants to play Smash Brothers. Have card tournaments. You know, people want to play Pokemon, people want to play Yu-Gi-Oh, Magic the Gathering. There's infinite amount of card games that people want to play. You know what I mean? But the size of space I would need for that is not as much as Rafi's, but a pretty good size, facility. Yeah.
Yeah, it's almost like a warehouse.
Yeah.
Set up everything like that.
But that's one of the dreams. The other dream is, to become a video editor for, something, or have my YouTube channel actually take off. But if I had ideas for fucking YouTube, that'd be great. I get stalled at that process. Like, I'm like, well, why do I want to make YouTube videos for it? I'm like, one thing I do is play Destiny. And, there's a billion other people that have already built themselves into a community for Destiny. So it's like, what the hell?
A lot more difficult because it's more flooded in that.
Yeah,
sense.
if I'd started out at the beginning, like, some of these other people had, then, I'd have a chance. But that was kind of stalled by, a toxic relationship. You'll never make it there. I don't know why you bother, like, oh, fuck, But that's over with. So now I'm like, now what can I make YouTube videos on?
Yeah. It's always hard. It's like you get that creative block.
Mm-hmm.
Like that even happened to me when I was doing social media and stuff. Like you get that creator's block, and you're just like, I don't know.
Well, that's why I'm glad we found Opus for the shorts that we have or had.
Not sponsored, but hopefully sponsored.
At this point, we'll take whatever sponsors we can get, unless it's something god awful. Like repopulate California. Fuck that.
Yeah. But any other types of dreams?
Not the top one.
What's the best dream you had? Like the best dream, like you woke up and it like was probably like in the middle of it, and you wanted to go back to sleep to redream it or continue the dream.
The one I have is sad and happy at the same time. So it was right after my brother passed, and it's probably like 3 days. And of course, I wasn't sleeping at all, and I finally crashed out. Body said, "No, we sleeping now." And I'm like this banquet hall, and it's like my parents are here, my ex-wife and my brother's ex-girlfriend are here, and then my brother just comes waltzing up, and he's like, and we have a full-blown conversation, I don't know if that was him, just, saying goodbye at that point, or if my brain was just stuck on him, or some sort of both. But, it was a good conversation because, me and my brother hadn't really talked before that. And I finally, got to talk to him. That's mine.
Uh-oh. Why is that going? There we go. Sorry. I was messing with the layout on
I can see it. I'm watching. I'm like, hey, I'm right there. I just looked over.
Rafi, you ever had a good dream?
I had a dream where I was actually in a deep sleep, but it was relaxing. Like I was in water, like floating in a lake, but it was like clear blue, like a clear blue lake. You can see like the grass is kind of like sticking out the water. I don't remember what they're called, but they have like little, little sticks on top.
Look kind of like corn dogs.
I can't remember. Yeah, yeah, those. Like that in the water. But it was warm. Oh, but it was like, warm blue water. Like it wasn't cold at all. I was just relaxing, just in a deep sleep. And it was
And he
great.
woke up and found out he peed the bed.
No.
That's why it was so warm.
That's why I woke up quick. I'm like, fuck. No, okay, good. We're good. But nah, I think I took like a steamy ass shower before I fell asleep, so I'm pretty sure that ate it too. It was
All your muscles relaxed and
Yeah.
shit.
Mm-hmm.
What about you, Larry?
Mine would be a camping trip, and I was camping with the boys, and we are actually hiking and stuff, and we kind of did like a survival kind of thing, and we all had a great time. That was one until Daniel broke his arm falling down. But other than that, no, like, yeah, it was a good trip.
And then I realized we were
So,
just playing the
watching my
forest.
boys all camping down. Just camping out, setting up our tents, roasting marshmallows, and that's just hanging out. That's what I had. This is my best dream that I have, and I want to make it true.
Yeah, that's definitely something you should
Not
do.
the broken arm
Yeah.
thing, but going camping and stuff. That's my thing. That's always been my thing. That's why you see I have like a lot of tactical survival gear and stuff, and just for that reason, because I want to go hiking and stuff like that. Anybody else? Get out of the picture.
I don't know if I was gonna get hit or not. Let's see. See, Larry, this is why we need to prep. I don't know why you wanted to record tonight.
This is so on me, right? Oh, we don't need a prep. We'll just wing it like we always do. Blame it on Larry. Just blame it on Larry.
I will.
I just had to get that. I just had to get that out there.
Oh, I know. I know you did.
What?
I just know that.
Well, we can at least get this.
I just know I haven't been sleeping lately because my finances are fucked. I've been up worrying all night, making sure, trying to figure out what I need to do to make sure these kids have a roof over their head and food on their table. I'm not even worried about me eating it half the time. Just, I know I need to, being diabetic and shit, but and that shit messes with my blood sugar also because I'm stressed all the goddamn time. Like, I know Rafi talks about being financially stable being a dream. I'm like, man, that's a priority at this point. I know me and Larry had somewhat of that conversation the night of his birthday party. Well, his pre-birthday party, not his actual birthday party.
Got fucked up that day, man. If it wasn't for we'll say their names was Johnny Boy's wife, wasn't pouring down drinks down my throat the whole night. I was sitting in the middle of my kitchen, and she just pickle juice shot, pickle juice shot.
Me and Larry almost got into a fist fight.
She got me drunk.
Me and Larry almost got into a fist fight.
That I don't.
Yeah,
remember.
I know, because I told you to quit talking shit about my best friend.
Oh.
Yeah, I'm not gonna put your business out there, friend. I just wanted to. If you want to talk about that, we can talk about that, but that's up to you completely.
Yeah.
All right then.
We'll pass.
Pass this time anyway.
This is a mental health episode.
All our episodes are mental health because that's what we do here is get everything out. Because shit, we'll be the world's worst about leaving shit in until it explodes, or until it implodes in Rafi's case.
It happens on the regular.
But yeah.
How's Uriah doing?
Good. It's his birthday tomorrow.
What is he, 14?
Ish. Now he's turning 6.
Time flies, man.
Damn.
Mm-hmm.
Shit, the last time he was here, he was what, 3?
Mhm.
Barely could say his name. Iraya.
Take off sprinting into the nether.
Dude, having to chase him at the park that one time when
Yeah.
he got out of the what's it called? The wagon.
Mhm.
Boy sprinted.
He was
He was
gone.
gone. That was great.
It's like letting a dog outside and he sees the gates open and it's just like,
Gone. And you know he was looking around. Is anybody looking? Anybody looking? Gone.
Rafi, don't you do it. Don't you do it.
Oh yeah. I could see the wheels in his head turning. It was like, he's gonna do it. That's what I would do. That's what I would
and then the
do.
Rafi part of him was like, I'm gonna.
Yep. I lived a life of fuck around and find out.
We know you have a son that does the same thing.
Yep.
My favorite Uri story is where he unplugged the router and just laughed at him
Did he?
at his mom's house.
What's that story?
Mm-hmm.
What's that story?
Can't remember exactly. He unplugged the router, and he messed up. When I was on the computer at my mom's, and he unplugged the router, and he was just laughing about it with the damn thing in his hand.
The power cord.
Yeah. Yep, he unplugged the whole damn thing, messed up the internet for like a good
Mhm.
hour.
By the time it resets and stuff.
Mm-hmm. And he was laughing.
It's a nice moo bar you got there, friend.
White. See, that reminds me of all the times Larry's turned your computer off mid-game.
Gets me so heated every time.
I just remember 20 minutes going by, Larry coming back into Discord. I'm gonna kill this kid. Get him, Max. Get him, Max.
Now it's Daniel because like my plug is like on the wall over here by itself. And everything runs off that outlet, and he'll just come by and he'll just try to pull everything out. I'm like, dude, it's because he wants to watch me play whenever I'm gaming and stuff.
My daughter likes to stand on, sometimes there's a chair here, and she's like, ooh, shiny, because my power button's lit up, of course. I'm like, nope, don't touch it. And she just laughs, and that evil cackle she has.
That raspy, her raspy,
like she's
voice,
smoked 10 packs of cigarettes for 30 years. I blame the steroids. Because if I didn't know, my wife got a steroid injection because we thought she was coming way too early and needed her lungs to develop. And boy, did they develop. That girl is loud.
Yeah.
But she's my princess.
I'm glad we never have to go through that.
No, it's because
ours came out.
I was like,
too
your
late.
wife likes to incubate him for another 2 weeks.
She doesn't like to share her kids. As of right now, too, both Larry and Daniel are mama's boys.
That's a damn lie.
Well, Larry's a daddy's boy whenever he wants care and he's sick. That's about it.
So at heart, he's a daddy's boy.
Yeah.
Not my daughter. My daughter's a daddy's girl through and through. And my wife hates it. I don't know why she's mad. My son is a mama's boy.
Yeah. Thank you for the 100 bits, Miss Mercy.
How'd you get $1?
Huh?
How'd you get
$1?
$1?
How'd you get $1?
Avenue Q and 34th Street.
God, thanks, thanks.
That's a sticker. An emote.
Okay.
What's wrong,
No, I was
Josh?
reading the chat. It says you can join the front row by donating 100 bits. But she didn't donate bits. She just puts,
Oh,
yeah, the
emotes.
emotes. I was like,
Oh, okay. I just saw
Yeah.
bits.
I was like, where'd you get $1? I don't even have $1, and I just got paid. Shit, I gotta worry about.
I even got a
I gotta
quarter.
worry about having enough money to get to work, since we don't have a car. See,
Yeah.
that's my biggest expense is Uber.
It's about as much as paying for a car every month, if not more.
It's right.
About the
Just
same.
depends how far you go. Because car payment and the insurance is a bitch. Especially
It's
here.
almost $300 for myself. 380 something for myself.
Damn.
Especially here.
Yeah.
The cost for insurance where we live is bad.
Shit, my light bill was almost $400.
Turn off your lights.
Bro, I've turned everything off except for like the heater for the dog and the lamp for the lizard.
The dog already has a coat. You'd be all right.
The only reason is because she's a baby still, so she don't.
Blanket.
Puppy.
Blanket.
She's not as smart as the other dogs.
She'll learn. Max did.
That's because you forget him outside.
It's true. It's true. Several times.
I'll be sitting there, and Ralphie's like, "Oh shit!" And I just hear him scramble to get up, and he'll come back and like, "You forgot Max outside again, didn't you?"
He's like, "Yeah." I start laughing. I'm like, "Oh shit! I'll be right back."
He doesn't have to explain shit because I already know what he's done.
Because I'm over there like this, so I'll hear, "Oh," he's over there just howling. I was like, "Fuck! I'll be right back."
That's funny.
Did you finally get rid of them puppies?
Not yet.
Where do you have them at?
In the other rooms, they don't shut the fuck up.
Um,
They're asleep probably.
Is that girl dog still taking care of them? Not really. I don't know what your dog's name is.
Her, well, technically it was my sister's old dog. Her name was Rhesus.
Reese's.
I haven't named any of the puppies, but I'm getting rid of them. Whether I take them to the shelter or what, don't care. They're old enough.
Start putting them on Facebook. You got 2 of them, didn't you? That you got rid of? 2 or 3 of them?
Oh, 3 that are somewhat claimed. Well, interested in, but we'll see.
Yeah. Adam just found out he's going to have 6 in his litter. They did an ultrasound on Rosie.
I was about to say they got Adam to sit still long enough for an ultrasound.
That's a lot of ultrasound gel, friend. To hit up Diddy for his oil, baby oil.
No, I just had the mental image. It's just like, nope, get out. Get out.
Adam covered in baby oil.
No, please no. Please no more. My wife just heard it on the stream.
I could just see him trying to give everybody a hug.
Shit.
Yeah.
No, I just see him coating the bottom of his feet and ice skating everywhere he goes.
That's great.
Adam's gonna be like, the fuck? Why is there a whole 15-minute segment about me covered in baby oil?
Right. Anybody else? Other dream related topics?
No, but that's a nightmare thinking about Adam Carter.
He's gonna have a dream with friends.
I'm not sleeping tonight. I know that much. Just get out of my head.
Stuck in your head.
I got
Ralphie, got anything else to say?
Not off the top of my head. No dream. No other dreams. Life is a nightmare right now.
facts,
That's about
big
it.
fucking facts. Yeah, I'm tired of being fisted by society's rules about paying bills.
Thought you liked good fisting.
Only from you, friend. Only from you. You got gentle fingers.
Especially when they cramp up together.
I know it's gonna be for that sometime. Oh man.
Already complaining about arthritis, and he barely turned 30 not even a week ago.
Bro, like I have pulled every single short straw in my family gene pool that I could possibly pull. I was talking to my mom because we took the boys to the park, and I was telling her that she was all apologizing. I was like, "It's not your fault. I'm just getting arthritis early, high blood pressure, high cholesterol, diabetes, scoliosis, glaucoma for my dad. Yeah, and then well, we have a high chance on my dad's side of the family of getting colon cancer. I had an uncle that passed away by it, and I'm at the age where I have to start getting colonoscopies, so now I'm scared out of my mind. Even the word polyps, if I even hear that, I'm gonna be terrified. I got cancer and I'm dying.
They're just gonna be like, "Why is there so much trauma?" Why was it prelude?
What's turning in your head, Ralphie? I can see it. He's got something to say.
No, you know, Rafi, if he had something to say, he would say it. There's no filter whatsoever.
I don't want to hold back. I don't give a
That's why
damn.
we're friends. I'd rather have a friend that tells me straight up what he's thinking than somebody who's like, no, and then beats around the bush for shit.
Especially in serious situations, I'll make it laugh.
Oh, yeah. Shit, how many times were we tired working overnight and it's just me and you just laughing our asses off and everybody else is pissed off?
Make your own fun.
Shit. Man, we would too. I had that's another dream I had is when I worked with Rafi, we would help unload the trucks, and I dreamt of an endless truck of just freight coming in. And I was like, that was my nightmare at the time. It was the first time I worked there. It wasn't the time I worked with Rafi, because that was right after I got hit in the head with a ceiling fan.
You got hit in the head with a ceiling fan?
Have I not told you about that?
No.
I've told you about that. I know for sure I've told you about that. Because we would help unload the trucks, right? And the guy in the truck would just throw shit. He wouldn't look where he's throwing. He's just throwing it down to throw it. And, you know, you got to keep your head on a swivel. Grab, put on the line and shove it down. Well, I turned too quick this way to push something down, and he didn't see, and he threw a ceiling fan. It was like a mid-sized ceiling fan in a box. And these things are not light. You know, they're a good 20 pounds, 30 pounds, a good day. And next thing I know, wham, right in the back of the head. And you could hear it in the truck just echo where it hits me. And I'm just like seeing stars and shit. And he's like, oh my God, are you okay? I'm okay. I'm like, I'm pretty sure I'm good. You know, just cross-eyed and shit. Like, I was like, I think I need a break. So yeah.
Did you get a cut?
No,
or
it
anything?
hit me flat. So it just flat side of the box hit me in the back of the head. But with like, because he was like a good like 6 feet on top of the freight, and he had thrown it from standing, and he wasn't a short dude, so he just chucked it, and I turned and bam. I don't think I got a concussion, but I was dazed for a good 20 minutes, and I went back to working.
I'm like getting hit in the head with a what
Shelf?
was it, a shelf or something, Ralphie? Where you had that big
He's
ass
trying to think of
gash
what
on
hit
your
him. He knows what
foot.
you're talking about.
Yeah, it was a platform. There was a big box that it got wedged in on the belt, and it got lifted up. Well, I moved the box, and that platform just came back down where it was supposed to, and it hit me right on top of the
Slice you
head.
good.
Straight gash from here to here. Yep. I've had so many close calls with death. It's just a tease now.
Shit, I'm pretty sure I almost got tetanus one time for that same job. You remember that metal trailer that was out in the back, Ruffy? You would throw the recycled metal?
Yeah. Yep.
I don't know if you can see it on camera.
Still got the scar?
There.
You still got
It's right
the scar?
there. You can't really see it on camera, but
Oh yeah, it was rusty.
it was just the door. So I was throwing a big piece of metal in, and there was glass on the ground. And I stepped, and that glass, was smooth, and it just made my foot slide. And when I went down, deep cut across my arm here. I probably should have got stitches, but I was like, fuck it. I got in trouble when I got home.
Blood dries. Be alright. It'll stop bleeding eventually.
Shit, and then I got attacked by a pallet too. Scraped the shit out of my shin. And one of the assistant managers, I guess, was queasy, and he saw it. And he's like, "You need to get that wrapped up." And he's just like gagging and shit. I'm like, it's superficial. You know what I mean? Like, and it scabbed over, and it was fine. The worst part about that was one of the coworkers we had, Veronica, sprayed alcohol spray on it. The clean.
I forgot the name of that spray, but yeah. Biotin.
Yeah, I almost punched her. The first spray she did, I almost punched her. And I would have felt bad about punching Veronica. She's one of the nicest people ever. Because Larry's met her and Rafi knows her. She's, got this sweet angel voice, but cusses like a sailor. Yeah, but she was just trying to help.
The shit that she says.
Yeah. I miss it too. I miss making her blush. That shit was fun. Because not many people could do it, and she knew I could. But that shit hurt, and I would have felt bad about punching her, but justified at the same time. Yeah. And shit, when I was working at the landfill, I got scraped on that same fucking spot by a piece of rebar. And that rebar was like thick, like that shit hurt. This dream of
I've always been too pampered to be in jobs
soft
like
hands.
Yep. The most I ever
Still got arthritis in them.
would probably be unloading a Walmart truck. I don't even know what got arthritis from.
Told you were gripping it too hard, friend.
Not hard enough, apparently.
One of your old jobs, I guess. 34th and Q, right?
$5 a pop. Ask for Miss Suzanne.
If you were giving out more filetio, then you wouldn't have to worry about your hands.
Saturday nights is Miss Daisy.
That's why he trimmed his beard.
Hers was longer than mine.
Right. He dresses like a gypsy. He'll get away with it.
Like Will Smith in Wild Wild West. Larry's like, why do I even hang out with these
Oh.
guys?
Right.
Because we know we have your back no matter what. Because if anybody else talks shit to you like this, we fuck them up.
Yep.
And I get excited for the opportunity to fight and fucking
No
tease.
shit.
Oh, that happened the other day too, and I told Misty because we had to go and clear one of her friends that she's working with now. We had to clear her apartment because her boyfriend was drunk and acting stupid. Like, so she comes over here crying and stuff, and so me and Adam have to go over there to the apartment to try to kick him out. And of course, when we show up there, the guy's not even there. We clear the house like we're the fucking SWAT, opening every single goddamn door in that house, and nobody's there. So we're just like, what the fuck? It's like anticlimactic. And I was like telling Missy, I was like, man, I've had to do this for how many of your friends? I said, you're gonna have to start paying up now.
I just see Adam searching the fridge. He's not in here.
I'm taking this as payment.
Bro, he didn't even do anything. Apparently he just stood by the door.
Now he was trying to fight people outside.
He was what?
He was trying to fight other people that live there,
God.
saying that that's his wife and he already fucked her.
Yeah, that's news to me. I didn't hear that. But yeah, I told her I'm gonna start having to getting some kind of pay for all this teasing. I've been I want a good fight so bad, but every single time either the man either wimps out and doesn't do shit because he's scared, or
Dips out.
you know what I mean. But yeah, so it's just like very anticlimactic. Gets my adrenaline running, and then it's just like, yeah.
The no payout.
Mm-hmm. I got so much pent up anger. It needs to go somewhere, but I can't use it because every time I get it and I'm getting there, I'm like, yeah. Nothing happens.
And then your hand cramps. Well, it looks like we're just past the hour mark. Anything else anybody's got? Nothing, no.
Nope.
I guess we'll call it here. Max, something to say?
What
It'll be
What are your dreams, huh? Besides bacon.
he said bacon.
Bacon. Bacon.
he just knows I'm excited.
Yep. Bacon. Yep. Fat ass.
Just staring at you now.
Mm.
Hopefully we have a more planned out episode next
Right.
episode.
Larry, I'm gonna need verbal confirmation you're committing to recording, so I have a contract.
No, because those are actually can be held here in Texas. That's actually legally binding, so I prefer not to.
Like I would actually take you to
But
court.
yes, we'll be recording. We'll be recording.
Cool. If nobody else has anything else to say, you can always find Lion Larry. Find Larry at Lion Larry on Twitch. You can find Rafi at, what is it now? Raphael_69 MFT. I'm not going to tell you what that stands for. Just use your imaginations on Twitch. And as always, you can find me at Beg for Mercy 10101 on Twitch and YouTube. I will start streaming more often, or start getting back into streaming here pretty soon. It's been an idea. Just got to work it out schedule-wise. It's about the only thing. We are on Spotify here. I'm going to get the YouTube going again. I don't know if Larry wants to do TikTok since it's down, since you can't access it.
I can access on the web. I just can use the app.
I don't know if
I decided to delete it after it got shut down. I was like, okay, now I can finally uninstall this. And then they're like, oh yeah, by the way, TikTok's back up. I'm like, download?
The whole
No.
8 hours. 8 hours of people
oh,
freaking
shit.
out.
I was like, oh, I guess it's gone. Oh well, and I just left it and didn't delete it. So good thing I didn't.
It's funny because one of my managers is having a crisis because her phone doesn't work and she has to like slam it down for the screen to turn on and stuff. And she's like, I don't want to get a new phone because if I get a new phone, I can't get TikTok.
And so I guess we'll put stuff up on TikTok since Larry has access to it. Let's see. Facebook. Are we on Facebook?
We'll see. Let's see how much
Yeah.
social media managing I have to
That's
go
cool.
into it.
And then we also have a Discord, which I will link on the screen somewhere here. Probably over Larry's face. But other than that, we'll see y'all next time. Peace out.
Peace out.
Peace out.
Thank you everyone who listened and watched. Join us Wednesdays at 12 noon Central Time for another episode of the Shocker Squad. Please remember to like, follow and subscribe. We'll shock you later.